Army ordered to release records on Trump's Arlington cemetery visit. Trump defends right to make threats against FEMA workers. Axios reports that Americans split on idea of putting immigrants in militarized camps.
AI can help humans find common ground in democratic deliberation, as AI mediation tool may help reduce culture war rifts, say researchers. COVID-19 linked to type 2 diabetes onset in children. Nigeria to launch 4 satellites to strengthen space tech capability. AlphaFold reveals how sperm and egg hook up in intimate detail. A study claims cats are almost liquid. Cats selectively rely on body size awareness when negotiating short openings.
Carbon Mapper shares the first emissions detection images from CO2 tracking satellite. ESA's Euclid Dark Universe telescope reveals first breathtaking images from massive cosmic atlas map. Prada and Axiom Space unveil NASA spacesuits to be used in Artemis 3 moon mission.
Alien life could lurk on Mars beneath protective ice, study suggests. Half of all global food threatened by growing water crisis, report says. Ultra-powered MRI scans show damage to brain's control center is behind long-lasting COVID-19 symptoms.
Acupuncture really works for sciatica pain, study finds. Remains of Everest explorer Sandy Irvine discovered 100 years after his disappearance. Climber dies after falling from Spain's bridge to nowhere while trying to shoot social media content. Thomas Tuchel hired as England head coach ahead of 2026 World Cup. Famed Roman sculpture Apollo Belvedere re-emerges after major restoration. Call Her Daddy podcast host inks $100 million deal with SiriusXM. Britney Spears reveals she is writing a novel.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta to host Super Bowl 59th in 2028. Netflix confirmed that Nobody Wants This is returning for Season 2. Afghan media in some provinces told to stop showing images of living beings.
Some of FIFA's transfer rules contrary to EU law in La Sana Diarra case ruling, says European Court of Justice. James Gunn assures every announced DCU project is still coming despite lack of updates. Legendary Entertainment buys out Wanda Group's ownership stake.
Cats can learn words faster than human babies, study suggests. Study finds most meteorites come from just 3 sources. Smoke pollution from wildfires may be killing an extra 12,000 people a year, new research suggests.
Intelsat's 33E GEO satellite breaks up in orbit. China sets new world record with 800,000 times more magnetic field than Earth's.
Kurt Vonnegut's Lost board game, GHQ, is finally for sale. Britney Spears says she married herself in wild social media post. China hosts World Media Summit in Xinjiang amid human rights concerns.
Fans divided on Prime's upcoming Australian version of hit show The Office, as Australia's rendition of The Office proves women can be annoying at work too. Jennifer Lopez wants to make new album with big dance hit after Ben Affleck breakup, claimed by sources. Netflix forecasts 2025 revenue to be at least $43 billion, up 11% plus, as Netflix promises more content in 2025 after patchier than normal 2024 due to strikes. Tom Holland says he read a Spider-Man 4 script with Zendaya, but it needs work. Meta partners with horror movie maker Blumhouse Productions to test movie gen.
Guten partners with TikTok Shop, enabling shoppable commerce powered by print on demand. Instagram announces new tools to fight sextortion and help teen victims. Blue Sky gains 500,000 new users in one day after X changes how blocking works.
Disney developing Prince Charming movie, lines up director, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, casting new John and Jane for Season 2. Billie Eilish among those rumored. Dirty Dancing being adapted as a new Broadway-bound stage musical.
Trump hurls a string of insults at Harris including lazy, a racist trope against black people. Trump raged at slain soldiers' funeral bill, with $60K to bury AF *****ing Mexican. Trump fits the definition of fascist and said Hitler did some good things, John Kelly says. CNN host wonders if Democrats should drop the Latinx framing. Nikon 50th Small World 2024 photomicrography competition announced winners. First place goes to differentiated mouse brain tumor cells. Frankie Muniz announces he's becoming a full-time driver in the 2025 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Video of stray dog climbing Egypt's second-largest pyramid goes viral.
Hans Zimmer's Dune 2 score fails to meet eligibility requirements for Oscars. Disney removes Blade reboot from release calendar, replaces with Predator Badlands. Japan's online video sector will drive domestic screen industry. Total industry revenues set to hit $34 billion by 2029, as per MPA report.
ITV Studios launches Zoo 55 to lean into YouTube. Former Iron Maiden singer Paul Di'Anno dies at 66. Tom Holland to star in Christopher Nolan's next film, rumored to be a vampire movie set in the 1920s.
Tokyo Override CG anime hits Netflix November 21st. Dracula author Bram Stoker's long-lost story Gibbet Hill rediscovered more than 130 years after it was written. Biden to honor Steven Spielberg, Spike Lee, Ken Burns with National Medals of Arts. FIDO Alliance publishes new specifications to promote user choice and enhanced UX for passkeys, to enable users to securely move passkeys and all other credentials across providers. Chip industry faces talent shortage as revenues head to $1 trillion. As commented by Deloitte, Tesla's humanoid robot remotely controlled by employees during event.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6 could boost Game Pass by up to 4 million subs, but at the cost of 6 million lost sales, analysts predict. Scots Children's Hospital introduces Gamer in Residence in UK first. Nintendo's Switch Online playtest goes live, and players immediately leak gameplay and even stream it.
Monster Hunter Wilds open beta test set for October 28th to 30th for PlayStation Plus members. October 31st to November 3rd for all. Hidden 2,000 years old skeletons and Holy Grail cup found in Secret Tomb, where Indiana Jones was filmed. Hallmark did not want to cast old people like Holly Robinson Peete and Lacey Chabert, suit claims. TikTok will now show its STEM feed to adults, not just teens. Adobe made its painting app completely free to take on Procreate. In Poland, Antitrust Authority investigates Meta for limiting visibility of posts linking to Polish media.
Universal shares details on Celestial Park, centerpiece of upcoming Epic Universe Fourth Gate in Orlando. Star Wars is finally canonizing its forgotten ugly rat monsters, as Star Wars Skeleton Crew will bring back the Teak. From Ewok movie The Battle for Endor.
Chaos B. KZ acquires majority share of Turkey's Hepsiburada for $1.1 billion. FTC investigating John Deere repair practices. Documents show. Embraer CEO does not deny a possible rival to the Boeing 737 and Airbus A320, as Embraer CEO says jet maker studying possibilities for a new aircraft.
All new iPhone 17 Air rumored to feature single 48MP rear camera, 8GB of RAM. Reportedly, Blizzard could have turned Battle.net into a third-party game store years before Steam.
Bloomberg reported that Qualcomm said to wait for U.S. election to decide Intel move. Trump signals skepticism of Google breakup, citing competition with China. AMD and Intel unite against existential threat of ARM, as rivals Intel and AMD create alliance to defend x86 architecture.
Ward Christensen, co-inventor of the BBS and Internet pioneer, has died. Pew Research announces that most Americans back cell phone bans during class, but fewer support all-day restrictions. SpaceX requests Starlink Gen 2 modification, previews gigabit speeds.
U.S. seeks 5-year sentence for Ilya Lichtenstein, orchestrator of $6 billion Bitfinex hack. Trump media shares fall nearly 10% after DJT plunge triggers trading halt. WordPress plugin Jetpack patches major vulnerability affecting 27 million sites. European Court of Justice rules against Sony in lawsuit over action replay cheats. The directive on the legal protection of computer programs does not allow the holder of that protection to prohibit the marketing by a third party of software, which merely changes variables transferred temporarily to a game console's RAM. Intuit seeks to scrub CEO comments on tax lobbying from Tech Podcast. 5 years ago, it has been reported as TurboTax deliberately hid its free file page from search engines.
iOS 18.1 with Apple Intelligence to arrive in the last week of October 2024, Apple confirms. Google retires site links search box feature. Netflix shuts down AAA Team Blue gaming studio amid gaming shakeup.
XAI Elon Musk's AI startup launches an API. More startups are being spun out of Klarna than any other European fintech unicorn. Chinese humanoid robot is the fastest in the world, thanks to its trusty pair of sneakers. As sneaker-wearing humanoid beats barefoot bot on Gobi Fun Run.
Meta tests facial recognition for spotting celeb bait, ad scams, and easier account recovery. Ireland's new online safety code to protect children on social platforms including Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. In the U.S., Biden administration proposes new rules governing data transfers to adversarial nations as U.S. moves ahead with crackdown on data brokers selling to 6 countries of concern. ByteDance terminates intern for sabotaging project, dismisses reports on losses. In Italy, anti-piracy shield halts Google Drive. Bloomberg comments as, Russia's spies hacked the entire nation of Georgia. 3 months ago, it has been reported as, Russian spy service accuses U.S. of plotting regime change in Georgia.
Flock Safety paid over $300 million for 17-month-old drone startup Aerodome. Apple sharply scales back production of Vision Pro. Kroger and Walmart deny surge pricing after adopting digital price tags.
Fortinet warns of new critical 40 manager flaw used in zero-day attacks. Efforts by Russia, Iran, and China to sway U.S. voters may escalate, new Microsoft report says. An investigation exposes data brokers using ads to help track almost any phone. Hundreds of doctors are demanding Trump's health records. Kamala Harris accused of entering law school under a hardship program she didn't qualify for. Bill Gates privately says he has backed Harris with $50 million donation. Huawei makes divorce from Android official with HarmonyOS next launch. Apple working on new app store-like app dedicated to games. Epic Games launches Fab Unified Digital Content Marketplace.
Texas Instruments says it's nearing recovery after sales slump. ARM to scrap Qualcomm chip design license in feud escalation. TSMC told U.S. of chip in Huawei product after Tech Insights finding, source say.
The New York Times warns AI search engine Perplexity to stop using its content. Amazon's AI generator tool can now create audio ads. YouTube rolls out new features including sleep timer, collaborative playlists, and enhanced mini-player. The U.S. Defense and Homeland Security departments have paid $700 million for AI projects since ChatGPT's launch. Adobe's Firefly video model claimed to be the first publicly available video model designed to be safe for commercial use. Firefly integrated into Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Express, and now Premiere Pro. Google signs deal with startup to build small nuclear reactors to power AI.
IDC announces that Chinese smartphone market continues growth streak with 3.2% rise in 3Q24. Apple shares private cloud compute virtual research environment provides bounties for vulnerabilities. Apple returns to top 5 smartphone ranking in China with iPhone 16 as Huawei battle ramps up.
Trump, who says he would fire Jack Smith within 2 seconds, moves to challenge special counsel's role in election case. Newsweek comments as, Donald Trump's McDonald's shift went down best with Gen Z. Trump says U.S. is like a garbage can for the world, as he rails against illegal immigration. Microsoft-owned LinkedIn fined €310 million by Irish Data Protection Commission. 16 months ago, Microsoft flags over $400 million charge for Irish privacy violation fine on LinkedIn. Perplexity CEO proposes revenue deals for publishers after lawsuit.
Bloomberg comments as, AI detectors falsely accuse students of cheating, with big consequences in the U.S. Parents sue school that gave bad grade to student who used AI to complete assignment. Deep learning AI model scans dark matter of genomic data to find 70,000 never-before-seen RNA viruses. Anthropic CEO thinks AI may outsmart most humans by 2026.
AI search engine Perplexity's internal knowledge search allows both Perplexity Pro and Enterprise Pro users to search across internal files alongside the web. Penguin Random House amends its copyright rules to protect authors from AI. Meta introduces Spirit LM open source model that combines text and speech inputs and outputs.
Google launches Notebook LM business to make enterprise AI audio, text. Adobe Project Turntable makes. A 2D vector drawing can be arbitrarily rotated in 3D, resulting in a 2D vector art representing the object from the new view. NVIDIA, MIT, and Tsinghua University led Sana. A text-to-image framework can generate images up to 4096 by 4096 resolution.
TSMC third quarter profit beats expectations as AI boom drives 54% hike. Reportedly, generative AI startups get 40% of all VC investment in cloud amid ChatGPT buzz. Amazon goes nuclear to invest more than $500 million to develop small modular reactors. In the USA, EPA can force coal-fired power plants to drastically cut carbon pollution, Supreme Court says.
The Financial Times comments as Meta criticized for calling its AI models open source. 2 months ago, Meta is accused of bullying the open source community, and 1 year ago it has been commented as Meta's Llama 2 license is not open source by Open Source Initiative CEO. Mistral releases new AI models optimized for laptops and phones.
Google DeepMind is making its AI text watermark open source. Boy, 14, fell in love with Game of Thrones chatbot, then killed himself after AI app told him to come home to her, the mom. To keep deepfakes from infiltrating its site, Yahoo News enlists help from McAfee.
Amazon's AI data center dream runs into the reality of zombie facilities, higher costs, and labor shortages. Former OpenAI researcher says the company broke copyright law. Google's $2 billion Anthropic investment faces UK antitrust scrutiny. More than 11,000 creatives condemn unauthorized use of content for AI development. OpenAI hires former White House official as chief economist. South Arkansas could have enough lithium to meet projected 2030 global demand. Researchers say Arkansas may have 19 tons of lithium critical for battery power.
Runway Ari's research launches Act 1 to create compelling animations using video and voice performances as inputs. Asana announces AI Studio, no-code builder for designing and deploying AI agents in critical workflows. Stability claims its newest Stable Diffusion models generate more diverse images.
Microsoft unveils new autonomous AI agents in advance of competing Salesforce rollout. 1 month ago, Salesforce deploys autonomous AI agents, hailing the third wave of the AI revolution. IBM introduces Granite 3.0 as high-performing AI models built for business. Granite will become the default model of Consulting Advantage, an AI-powered delivery platform used by IBM's 160K consultants to bring new solutions to clients faster. FT reports that investors turn to data centers to capitalize on AI boom, and data center capital expenditure soars 38% amid AI boom. 3 months ago, it has been reported as Moody's report reveals surge in data center demand driven by AI boom.
In the U.S., Supreme Court rejects bid to let president fire agency leaders. TD Bank executives oversee $670 billion drug money laundering scheme, avoid jail. 10 days ago, it has been reported that TD Bank to pay $3 billion in money laundering settlement with the Justice Department of USA.
Teen smoking and other tobacco use dropped to lowest level in 25 years, CDC reports. UN reports that 1 in 7 children and teens impacted by mental health conditions. Ozempic shows promise for treating alcohol and drug abuse, study finds. OpenAI to release new AI model Orion by December, announced in a report. Meta releases quantized Llama 3.2 with 4x inference speed on Android phones. They wish this technology didn't exist. Perplexity responds to News Corp's lawsuit. 4 days ago, with content kleptocracy, News Corp outlets sue Perplexity over scraped stories. Meta strikes multi-year AI deal with Reuters.
Musk has been in contact with Putin Russian officials since 2022, the Wall Street Journal reports. ISD report claims that Russian propaganda exploits U.S. hurricane response to undermine FEMA and Ukraine support. Mysterious monument on Capitol Hill honors January 6th with a bronze turd.
Taiwan's Tsinghua University uses a photon to build the world's smallest, the single photon, quantum computer. OpenAI released a new approach, called SCM, in sampling procedure with high quality to leading diffusion models, while using only 2 sampling steps. Biden administration urges U.S. agencies to harness AI systems for national security, as Biden administration outlines government guardrails for AI tools.
Google Scholar has a verified email for Sir Isaac Newton. Hackers reportedly impersonate cyber firm ESET to target organizations in Israel. As hacker hits ESET's partner in Israel to send malware that can wipe PCs, and ESET partner breached to send data wipers to Israeli organizations. Internet Archive breached again through stolen access tokens, as the Internet Archive hackers still have access to its internal emailing tools.
Trump fixates on Arnold Palmer as all man in showers during profane rally. Dominion monitoring misinfo after Musk, MTG revive voting machine conspiracy theories. Elon Musk gives random petition signer a $1 million check as he announces $1 million handouts in swing states.
United Health says data of 100 million stolen in Change Healthcare breach. On February 21st, Change Healthcare was the subject of a cybersecurity incident that impacted the submission and payment of some health insurance claims and pharmacy benefits. In the U.S., CDC recommends second COVID vaccine dose for those 65 and older. Gambling poses huge global threat to public health, experts warn.
SEC charges 4 companies with misleading cyber disclosures on Unisys, Avaya, Checkpoint, and Mimecast. In the U.S., former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch and 2 other individuals charged with sex trafficking and interstate prostitution. McDonald's quarter-pounder burgers linked to E. coli outbreak.
Study shows that U.S. infant mortality spiked after the right to abortion was overturned. Obesity rates in U.S. not growing for first time in a decade, but severe obesity on the rise, as announced by CDC. Fire kills 153 people after fuel tanker crash in Nigeria. Army ordered to release records on Trump's Arlington cemetery visit. Trump defends right to make threats against FEMA workers. Axios reports that Americans split on idea of putting immigrants in militarized camps. Man declared brain dead wakes up as organs about to be removed. Ghostly white giant worms appear to be reproducing under the seafloor where tectonic plates meet. Sotheby's to auction its first artwork made by a humanoid robot. Scientists propose shooting $200 trillion worth of pulverized diamonds into atmosphere as Harvard scientists think filling the sky with diamond dust could cool down the planet.
In India, 3 men tease leopard in Madhya Pradesh Shardul, then it mauled them. German police say pizza order number 40 came with a side of cocaine.
Trump appears to post fake image of himself as a star NFL player. McDonald's Donald Trump worked at failed last health inspection.